I think it's the first swim in the deep blue sea for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the Algarve, the last time we actually swam while we were sailing, or drifting, can't really call it sailing. We do have a sail up. But yeah, ooh, I hope these shorts stay on, they're a bit loose now. There you go.
Wow, it's so clear.
Ooh, it's lovely. Very refreshing. And you're not sailing away from me too fast.
No, I think you'll catch us. I am going to stay on board though. Hello and welcome to Porto, Montenegro, a place we're going to see quite a lot of this winter.
Yeah, it's a great place to explore during the winter because it's so sheltered. It's a really nice inland sort of bay that goes all the way into Kotor, and we've got the mountains as well to explore, so it's going to be great.
But first, we'll have to show you how we got here from Greece. Coming up, travelling through the Lefkas Canal heading north. Leaving Greece at first light to catch the wind. And 35-knot gusts carry us most of the way to Montenegro.
So we're just coming up to the Lefkas Canal. We showed this last year on the way down. Already a queue of boats. It takes half an hour to get up there to the other end where the bridge is. Good queue behind us as well. So there's going to be a lot of people trying to get through today. It opens on the hour, and yeah, we will have to try and squeeze through when that happens. So we're just trying to time it. People are going quite slowly because I think we're a little bit ahead of the time. So yeah, we'll see.
The channel is around 3.5 miles long, and timing is crucial because there isn't anywhere to hang around and wait. We're moving at around 6 knots and plan to get to the bridge at bang on 3 o'clock.
All these cars are hurrying to get through before it closes. And once it is closed, it takes about 20 minutes at least to get all these boats through. So it'll be quite a queue and quite a wait for the traffic.
We are number 3 in line behind quite a large catamaran.
The Sticky Outy Bridge.
The middle section of the bridge used to be part of a roll-on, roll-off ferry, so it floats and moves. On the other side of the channel, it's still shallow, but for some reason, there's nearly always a good wind. Time to get the sails up. We also get lucky seeing the wildlife Preveza is famous for. A perfect end to the day.
So we are on a bit of a mission now to get up to Montenegro, and that's a difficult thing because the wind normally just comes straight down the Adriatic and causes you real problems, and especially with our lack of foresails at the moment, it's going to be quite difficult to get up. It's a couple of days passage offshore to get up past Albania to do it. So we're looking at the predict wind models, and it does look like there is a little window, and that's what we're aiming for. If you can see, this is where we are at the moment in Preveza. We've got to get up to Corfu. That's where you check out from in Corfu. It's not going to be great the next day, well today. At the moment we've got some wind. We're actually managing to sail just about, but this is going to come round according to this. On the nose, be quite heavy. So we're going to just bash our way. We'll probably only get as far as Paxos, and then we'll go up to Corfu on Wednesday, check out on Wednesday, and then wait for Thursday. Because if you see, Thursday morning, there's no wind at all, but it quite quickly then comes up, and it comes up from the south. So we can get ourselves out, get out into that wind. Gets quite strong, going up through the gap there between Italy and Albania. But that'll blow us nicely quite up, quite a long way up. And it probably should be, with that, only just one night to get us into Montenegro. So yeah, we hope that this is right. This is the forecast that I prefer, the ECMWF forecast, but they're all aligned, which is always a good sign. And although looking 2 or 3 days in advance is a bit tricky with some winds. I mean, this is obviously a front that's coming through to do that big change, so we can be fairly confident that we're going to get something in the ballpark. So cross our fingers and hope.
We are having the forecast very light winds, so we spend the first few hours switching between motoring and sailing. So we've just turned the engine off now. It's lovely and quiet, which is why I do prefer sailing, but we've only just got enough. So we'll do this slowly for an hour or so, and then probably have to put the engine on again so that we get into Paxos at about 5-ish. And then the wind does get really quite heavy and from entirely the wrong direction. So it's best to cut your losses. On another occasion, we'd love to explore Paxos, but in the end, our sail does take the whole day. So just enough time to anchor for the night. The next morning, we leave early. There's better wind, so we have a lovely sail to Corfu. Well, we've anchored in really quite a spacious bay this time. When we came in August last year, it was much more packed than this, but we're walking across to the other side of the island in order to check out. We've got our stuff here. Hope we can get it done this afternoon. The anchorage we've just arrived at by boat is about half an hour's walk from the Ports Police, which is the first stage of the checkout process, and Customs, which is the second. Then back to the Ports Police for the final stamp.
So that's it, we're all done. Slightly difficult lady in the Ports Police, but there's always one, but it was okay, we got there in the end.
We did, back and forth and back and forth. And it's amazing, I think we've done it in less than 2 hours. Yeah. Which is speedy.
Yeah, it's good, but there is a bit of walking involved right around the other side of the of this massive port. It's a big industrial port. Last time we brought the boat in here and actually docked along here, but it wasn't the greatest place to dock, and they don't seem to care if you haven't got your boat here, so we didn't this time. It is easy, isn't it? Not too.
It is. And now a walk through the town.
Yeah, which is lovely. So can't leave Greece without having a last gyros. I know Herbie from Rigging Doctor and Josh Post were a bit addicted to these when they were in Greece. When we're in Baltimore next week, Herbie, I don't want to see any souvlaki and any of these gyros. I've had enough to last me a lifetime. It is nice though. So that's it, we're all checked out, so it's just a matter of getting ready to go. We should probably be fairly early tomorrow. So I've actually put this out on deck, which is the 400-watt solar panel to get a little bit of power into the EcoFlows, which I showed in the last episode, and I was charging them from the generator then. I said, I wanted to pick up this. It's a much better way of doing it if we can, and as long as we've got sun, we'll always just charge it from this, and that'll mean we can give the house batteries a bit of a rest if we need to use the inverter and that sort of stuff. We can just use it off the EcoFlow, because this is the first time actually this season where we've got a couple of days, a couple of nights of sailing. So sailing through the night where you've just got the auto helm on the whole time, all the lights on, all the rest of it. It's going to use up a little bit of juice, but we're okay. We're on about 50% in the house bank. So yeah, let's just see how that's doing with the EcoFlow. So I'll just give you a quick look at what we've got inside. This is the EcoFlow Max, and the expansion battery lives through there. And this one normally goes while we're sailing in the little cubby hole back there. So they're quite sort of nicely sized to move around and get somewhere good. But you know, we usually have it here because we have all the computers and things powered from it, and use the inverter if we need it. And if I show you on the iPad, I'll put it up on screen, you can see exactly what's happening and control it all from here. So you're getting 167 watts in, 172 now from the solar, and it's outputting quite a lot actually, 124, and you can see where that's going. 42 from the USB-C, which is powering the computer here, and the other bit is 83 watts, which is through the AC, through the inverter, and that's powering a little bit of kit over there, which is going to come up in a later episode. You might have seen it on Insta and stuff. We're playing with that, but it's quite a cool bit of kit. But yeah, this is really good. It's all configurable from here. If I go into settings, you can see the car output. That, what it means by that is the cigarette lighter thing from the back, so you can change the output of that, 6 amps, 4 amps. If you know, if it's getting a little bit hot at 8 amps, you can sort of just tone that down a little bit. If I have a look at the AC charge itself, it says it's between 10 and 100. I might just up that a little bit. The minimum, it's best once you've got some charge in there, really have it at 20, so it doesn't go down below 20. It'll just make the battery last longer if you limit how far, because lithiums can go all the way to 0, but it's better for them if you just sort of go down to 20 or 10. So I'll just do that, confirm it. So yeah, it's all very configurable, all can be used from here. So we're just finding it really useful at the moment. Okay, up. That's it, we're off, leaving lovely Greece for the last time. There's no wind at the moment, but that's to be expected. Hopefully come up pretty quick. Bye bye Greece.
It is now absolutely flat calm. Never seen anything like it really. We are bobbing around here, waiting for the wind to pick up. And what are you doing?
Well, I thought I'd go for a swim. It's so lovely. I mean, look at the water. It's just beautiful. Yeah. We're doing about half a knot, so I think it's time to jump off the bowsprit and swim round to the back.
Okay. I think it's the first swim in the deep blue sea for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the Algarve, the last time we actually swam while we were sailing, or drifting, can't really call it sailing. We do have a sail up. But yeah, I hope these shorts stay on, they're a bit loose now. There you go.
Wow, it's so clear.
Ooh, lovely. Very refreshing. And you're not sailing away from me too fast.
No, I think you'll catch us. I am going to stay on board though. Well, while we're here, I'll take the chance to show you Albania. There it is. We're not actually stopping on this occasion, but I'd love to come round here, I don't know, maybe November or even early next year, just to see. It's an incredible country and people have spoken very highly of it. Are you going off again?
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. Once on the Greek side, once on the Albanian side. Take the paddleboard out.
Yeah, we could. You go faster with the paddleboard.
You could probably get to shore.
Well, we are now sailing, but only just. They're sort of flapping around, so we're playing cards.
We are at least going in the right direction, sort of, at about 3 knots. We'll have to jibe shortly, so we catch, in theory, catch the wind going round the corner down the headland there.
Let's hope the wind's there. It was supposed to be in a full 6 by now, going around, flying around this corner. Yeah, I hope it does come up, because we can't motor all the way. We haven't got that much fuel.
and we're not flying yet. But we will. I mean, I don't mind how long it takes. We thought it would take a couple of days, didn't we? So maybe it'll take 3.
Yeah.
Light wind is one thing, but once the sails start to flap, we turn on the engine. And we get ready for the night. It's our little nest.
Yeah, it's quite a nice position on this one. Makes it like a little bunk you can't fall out of.
And you can see what's going on up here, of course. There we are, so whoever's up top can have a look at who's down below and call them when necessary.
Well, it's been a very frustrating day, as you can hear. That's what we've been listening to most of the day. Flapping sails, either that or an engine, and we've been sort of going between the two. At this stage, at the moment, we're coming, this is Albania, and it sort of comes around a corner just here, and every forecast we had said we'd have about sort of 25 knots of wind. On this stretch going through here, we were sort of preparing for heavy weather on this bit, not for absolutely no wind. Sun's just going down. The other thing is we've got swell, so the wind is somewhere. It's probably over in Italy, just going around the heel of Italy, which is over here, and some clouds coming through, so that's probably the front that it's under. So all we can hope is that that does come across and give us the wind eventually during the night, hopefully, and we can just sail without all this flipping. So I was just doing my checks before the sun goes down. I've had to start the engine because I want to bring the sail into the middle, because I noticed this is a repair that I did actually at the beginning of the season, and yeah, all that banging around has ripped it off, so I'll remake that for night. And it'll take another pounding, I should think, because there doesn't seem to be any end to this. So that's it, repair is done, and hallelujah, while I was doing it, a little bit of wind's come up, so we're actually sailing reasonably well. Would have been nice if we had had the Yankee, but obviously we haven't, so we've just got the mainsail to do it on. I think actually I'm going to take my fishing line in, kept it out as the sun goes down, because that's, I'm told, a good time to catch fish, but nothing on there. Don't really want to be reeling one in the middle of the night, so I'll put it in, because I'm bound to catch loads now that I'm an expert fisherman catching fish, so I'll just pull it in and wait till morning.
Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It is quite dark, not much of a moon, but we're doing about 6 knots. 5.5 to 6 knots, and more important than that, we're going in the right direction. So there we are, that's the line up to Porto Montenegro, and it looks like we should get there tomorrow night, which is earlier than we expected. But once the wind got up, it's been very consistent, and yeah, we've had quite a good sail overnight so far. We'll see what the morning brings. First light, and there's plenty of breeze, but still manageable with a reef. This is good sailing for Fair Isle. She doesn't seem to mind the choppy seas. but she does complain when the wind is switched off again. We put the motor on about 20 minutes ago because the wind dropped completely. Looking at the weather map, it seems that there's a gap in the weather systems which we're now riding through. It should come round from the other side to take us into Montenegro, so we're hoping we're just going across the gap now and it shouldn't last long and the wind will come up. And then when we get into Montenegro, of course, there's no wind at all, which is no bad thing if you're going into a marina. So yeah, this should be the last leg. So difficult to eat spaghetti even at the best of times, but you're actually moving.
Yeah, it was flattened out enough, but I thought I would protect my my one good t-shirt that I've got left before we go in and get all our washing done. Look, this necklace seen the other days, this tea towel.
It has. We can wash everything when we get there.
Yeah, it's a good bolognese though.
Yeah, I don't eat bolognese. Whether it's going to be messy or not.
Don't know what you're missing. Well, I have to say that wasn't the trip we were expecting, but all those heavy winds, we did make really good time because we've got here just in 2 days, 1 night. We thought we'd have 2 nights out at sea, but you can see looming out of the very strange cloud formations that we've got here today. It's very odd weather. Is the lovely Bay of Couture. That's what we're going into, and it's great because no matter how rough it is out here, I mean, it's calmed down quite nicely actually now, but once you get in there, it's lovely. So it's very inviting. You go into this big fjord-like bay. It takes about an hour to get up to Porto Montenegro, and then we can check in there. Should get there just before dark, hopefully. And I mean, they're just very friendly and very good there. So I don't think there'll be any problem getting there late and doing stuff. So yeah, we'll see. It's been the nicest place that we've ever checked into before. They have it all well sorted, so should be good.
The clouds gathering over the mountains adds to the mystique of Montenegro, which really is a beautiful country. Our route takes us through the southern bay into the wide fjord-like sea leading to Tivat and Porto Montenegro. We're heading for the customs dock, which is conveniently just opposite the yacht club. I don't know if you can hear the jazz coming from the yacht club there. We've just checked in. It's 9 o'clock at night. So we've seen the police. We're going to see the harbour master tomorrow, but we are now going round to our berth. Very exciting.
And you might have noticed there that we were sent round to the berth by the police after we had just stamped in with them. Normally you'd have to see the customs and the harbour master before you leave that dock, so don't get caught out if you come here out of hours and leave before you've done the whole thing. But now we're here and it is fantastic. It's sunny, there is a cool breeze. Frankly, I couldn't ask for more. Yeah, it's brilliant, and yeah, it's just really scenic. It is a fantastic place to sail around, so we're really looking forward to that. We were only here for a week or so before, so we're really enjoying spending some proper time here. Because when we came through before, we knew, well, this is something that needs more time. You need to actually, it looks like a small sailing area, doesn't it? But there's so much to see. Yeah, there is, the bays and the mountains and going inland, all these things we want to do. And our family are coming out next week, so we liked it so much, we invited all of them. Yeah, we've got an Airbnb. We can't take them all on the boat, but that's great. So we'll have everyone together for a week, and then we're off to Annapolis for the boat show. So you'll see some of that on social media, and try and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for what's going on there. And we might do a little special from there. We'll be doing a special thing for the patrons from there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a big thing. Annapolis is great, and it's a sort of big thing with YouTube channels. There's quite a few YouTube channels that we know that are there, so we're looking forward to meeting up with them as well. And seeing the boat show, of course. A long time since we've been to a boat show. Yeah, there's some things that I need to pick up. Clothing, actually. We've run out of proper clothing. My waterproof clothing's all falling apart. So yeah, we want to get that. A few bits and pieces for the boat. So and ideas. That's the thing as well. That's a good thing about boat shows. There are innovations that you didn't know existed that you'll stumble across. So we'll keep an eye out for that. As Steve said, we'll take the cameras around, so we'll show you what we're finding. And the technical stuff. We're going to catch up with Precision Sales sails while we're there. Our sail is being made as we speak, but we're going to talk to the guys because we know they're there, and one of the designers, their chief designer I think, is going to be there. So we'll do a little sit down chat with them about sails in general, about sort of what to look for and all those good points, because they gave us loads of really good information. They do it all online on sort of Zoom meetings, and that was great. So we want to sort of share some of that with you guys and do a good interview.
And then when we come back down to earth, of course, we've got our own boat jobs to do, as you do. I mean, we've been on anchor now for, I don't know, it feels like forever, but it's 3 months, and just little things here and there add up, don't they?
They do. So it's just nice to stop and get those things done. A lot of varnishing actually to do this year.
Varnishing?
Yeah, I think it's time to strip it down completely on the tow rails and start again. The rest of it's okay.
Well, that will take some time. So in the meantime, thank you very much to our patrons. You've been fantastic. Thank you to our subscribers, and thank you for watching. And we're looking forward to the winter.
Yeah, thanks for watching.